From Television City in Hollywood, the Red Skelton Hour. With the Tom Hansen Dancers, the Alan Copeland Singers, David Rose and his orchestra, our guest star, Audrey Meadows, extra added guest, Ted Mack, George Appleby. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good tonight. You should have been with me this week. I went down to the zoo down in San Diego, and there was a big cage down there that had about 30 monkeys inside, and they were fantastic. They were doing everything you could think of. And a guy standing next to me, I says, "Did you ever see anything like that before in all your life?" He says, "Yes, sir, every day." I says, "Are you an animal trainer?" He says, "I'm a school teacher." Getting back to school. When I was in school, the washroom was about 3 miles down the hall, see? And that's where they got the idea for that picture book, Run, John, Run. But I found out the only way to deal with a teacher is to have an answer, say anything. And boy, what answers the kids used to give. One day the teacher says, "Who discovered America?" The kid says, "Ohio." She says, "Columbus." He says, "I didn't think you wanted his first name." And the kid says, "Spell straight." He says, "S-T-R-I-G-H-T." She says, "What does it mean?" He says, "Without ginger ale." The kindergarten teacher says to the kid, I said, "How old are you?" The kid says, 7 at school, 6 at home, and 5 on the bus. Hey, one kid came home one time, he had a gold star, and his father says, "What'd you get it for?" The kid says, "Arithmetic." I said, 5 and 5 is 9. Father says, 5 and 5 is 10. He says, "I was the nearest." Hey, I got one. Gertrude and Heathcliff, 2 seagulls. Gertrude said, somebody down here in the audience says, "Well, now, here we go." Heathcliff says, "Gertrude, did you know that Roger the Rabbit's going to teach arithmetic at school?" She says, "Do you think he can teach arithmetic?" "Well, he may not know much about division, but he sure can multiply." Getting back to school, I remember a teacher that I had. Now, I went through the 7th grade. I went to the 7th grade. I left home when I was 10 years old because I was hungry. And I used to, this is true. I work in the summer, I go to school in the winter. But I had this one teacher. He was the principal of the Harrison School in Vincennes, Indiana. To me, this was the greatest teacher, a real sage of my time, anyhow. He had such wisdom. And we were all reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day. And he walked over, this little old teacher. Mr. Laswell was his name. Mr. Laswell. And he says, "I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester. And it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion to the flag, our standard, oh glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United. That means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose. All divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the republic republic. A state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people. And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others. For all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance, under God. Wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that is a prayer and that would be eliminated from schools too?
Tonight, Red Skelton as George Appleby and Audrey Meadows as Clara in The Best Thing to Get Out of Marriage is to Get Out of Marriage.
That's what I said, Mother. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and George isn't home yet. Yes, I called the hospital, but he's not there. But he will be. As soon as he comes in, that's where he's going to go. Well, I'm sure he's playing poker. How do I know? Because the dirty rat crook stole the money that I took out of his pants last night. Mother, there's George. If you can hear a pitter-patter, it's not rain. It'll be George's teeth falling out. He's not going to get past me this time. I'm just going to sprinkle these tacks. George.
My wife might hear you.
I am your wife, and you're not fooling me.
Well, in that case, I know who spread the tacks on the floor.
Oh, yeah?
And I'd like to say something about them.
George, some suspicious wives would think you've been playing poker. But I believe anything you say.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Clara, you're nice. You're beautiful. I'll tell you, you're nice. I take my hat off to you.
Either those are poker chips or you broke the point on your head.
Now, you think you've tricked me again, huh? Well, you didn't. These happen to be peppermints.
Oh, well, if that's a peppermint, eat it.
Huh?
Eat it.
All right.
Swallow it.
What? If I hadn't bought those myself, I'd swear they were your biscuits.
George, confess you were playing poker.
No, I was not playing poker.
Oh, I got a pair of jacks.
Ah, you lose. I got 3 queens. I've been... Clara, now that's the 3rd time you've tricked me.
2nd.
3rd. First time is when you got me to propose to you.
George, you certainly have changed. I can remember that night long, long ago when you first proposed.
Yeah.
You got a date tonight, you know. Oh, Clara, you look swooning. Oh, I'm so glad your date tonight is Herman Oppfelder instead of that blowhard George Appleby. What business is he in this week?
Well, it just so happens, Mother, that George is making a lot of money as a racetrack mechanic.
Now, what's a racetrack mechanic?
He fixes horse races.
That must be Herman now. I hear his car.
Oh, that's not his car, Mother. That's Herman. He's got terrible asthma.
Oh, well, maybe he's in the mood for proposing tonight, so I'll leave you two alone.
All right, Mother.
Hello, Clara.
Hello, Herman.
I've got a surprise for you.
Oh? Well, what's the surprise?
He got the stems, I got the flowers.
George Appleby, you devil. You tickle my risibility.
Oh, thanks for the offer, but not in front of Herman.
Don't hit Herman in the head. He's short enough now.
There. Oh, I tell you, Clara, boy, your figure sure is oomphy.
Well, in the best places, they say shapely.
Oh, in the best places, you're oomphy. Hey, while you're down there, polish my sneakers for me, will you? Now look what he did.
Herman!
Boy, you're sloppy around the house, ain't you? Here, go out to the kitchen and put these in some water. Yes. Don't stay there too long on your hands and knees. Somebody will think you're a rat.
Poor Herman.
Clara, alone at last. Alone at last. Alone at last.
That's right, George. And you know, Mother and I both need a man in the family since Father went to his eternal rest.
Eternal rest? You mean?
He got a government job.
Gee, I thought he moved to Glendale. Ah, Clara, we're wasting time. We're wasting time.
Oh, George Appleby, I certainly hope that your intentions are honorable.
If they're not honorable, may I be struck by lightning. Well, they're honorable now. Ah, look into my heart. Look into my heart.
George Appleby, have you been drinking bathtub gin again?
How'd you know I was drinking bathtub gin?
Because there's a ring around your tonsils. And speaking of rings, George.
Rings. Oh, we've got no time for talk, no time for talk. Let's get on with the smooching. I'm double parked.
Oh, George, where did you learn to kiss like that?
Down at the bakery, blowing flies off the pies.
George Appleby, you're not going to kiss her under my nose.
I hadn't planned on kissing her under your nose. I planned on kissing her under her nose.
But Appleby, Herman is serious about marrying Clara.
Yeah.
Mother, I will marry the man who's my type.
Well, who's your type?
My type is a man who wears his hat with the brim turned up and has a deep masculine voice.
That lets me out.
Now, I'm going to bring Herman in, and Appleby, when I come back, I don't want to see you.
Okay, don't look under the couch. Come on, before gangrene sets in. I tell you. Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss.
What?
I say, give us a kiss.
Well, who's with you?
Don't give us.
Oh, now, George, no ticky, no washy.
Oh.
Clara, I've got a ring.
Here, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Herman. Let me have that. Now, this calls for a selling job, and I used to be an old used car salesman. You look like your transmission's shot. Hey, this snook here loves you very much, and he wants you to marry him. He'll make you a wonderful has-been husband who will kiss you like this if you will do him the honor of becoming his wife.
I didn't realize you could kiss so good. Oh, Herman, I accept your proposal.
Now, wait a minute. The one who did the actual work deserves the reward. He was just the plumber. I was the rotor-rooter. Clara, marry me.
Oh, until death do us part.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, that ring, though, huh? I'm still making payments on it.
Don't let that bother a thing. Don't let that stop you. You keep right on paying those payments. You see, because I'm going to need a lot of money. I may want to take her to dinner some night.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to bed. I got to attend a lecture tomorrow.
George, you're going to attend one right now. Sit down. George, do you remember when we were first married?
Yeah, it was 15 of the happiest minutes of my life.
Oh, you've changed, George. Boy, have you changed. When we were first married, you used to kiss me all the time.
Well, it's the only way I could keep your mouth closed.
Are you trying to tell me that our marriage has been a complete failure?
Oh, no, I've got one thing out of our marriage.
Oh, you did, George? What?
A reason to drink.
George, at this rate, I just wonder how we'll get along when we've been married 50 years.
50? Oh, now I got to sit down.
I sure hope George gets here soon. I'd hate for him to be late to his own 50th wedding celebration.
Yes, Mrs. Appleby is surprising him.
She's such a remarkable woman. And at her age.
There she is now.
Medicare, you are all they say, with those doctor bills and hormone pills all day.
Oh, it's a modern miracle, Clara. You sure don't look like you've been married for 50 years. Boy, that plastic surgery really made your face youthful.
Well, you know that plastic surgeon. He tightened the skin so much that I cannot sleep at nights. You know, every time I yawn, my toes curl up. Oh, there's George at the door now. Everybody hide. Everybody hide. Get behind the curtain. How's that? Okay.
Well, that's what I get for not keeping up the payments on the door. The finance company come and took it away. I said, oh, hi.
Come in, George.
Hey,
Come in.
baby.
Just stand there while I close the door, George.
All
Just
right, you
stand.
better...
Oh, you weakling.
What do you mean?
If I didn't put extra starch in your underwear, you couldn't stand up at all. Now, where have you been, George?
Well, I had an emergency. I had to call the auto club.
Oh, to start your car?
Start my heart.
Sit down,
Hey,
George.
get over here. Oh, they soon forget, don't they? Oh, boy. Have I hit it? Oh, there it is. Oh, boy. Will you do the honors, Clara?
Certainly, George. George, oh, the devil with it. George, this is a special occasion. Do you know what happened 50 years ago?
Let's see. I died?
No.
You died.
No, George, we were married.
Oh, we both died. What's going on? That'll wake them up. How do you like that? I think one of my arteries got too hard and busted there.
Now, what did you do that for, George?
Oh, I don't like surprises.
Since when?
Well, since I took a look at you that morning when you first got up.
How about some champagne?
That'd be nice.
Good.
Good heavens. Huh? What a way to go. Shot by a jealous husband. We've got... Hey, if you ever have any trouble with that dress, look me up, will you?
Are you a tailor?
Huh?
Are you a tailor?
I'm a window washer. Boy, I'll tell you, if you want that decorated for Christmas next year, let me know, will you? Well, here we are.
There, that's champagne now, George.
There you are, my dear. Take that, will you?
Thank you. Spill half of it, George.
Well, sure. How do you like that?
George, this is vintage champagne, the same year we were married, so I know it'll be sour.
Oh, good.
To your health, George. You're sound as a dollar.
That bad, huh? Well, sir, everybody move around a lot because I got a feeling with 30 million people listening, they're all looking at the dame over there.
Same old George. He still got his old get up and go.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, but most of it already got up and went.
Don't you kid yourself. Just because the tea kettle doesn't whistle anymore, that doesn't mean there's nothing cooking inside.
Too bad the fire went out.
Yeah. No wonder Ralph Cramden divorced you.
Folks, how about a toast to the happy couple?
A happy couple there, a happy couple. And may they never get so cold that there'll be frost on the windows. There we are, a little thing. Hey, give that a little tug for me, will you, buddy? There, thank you. Everybody better stand back. That's got a lot of bicarbonate in it. Yeah, sure, I could fly to Pittsburgh. Here we go. I gotta lay off the champagne.
Now, what happened, George?
Oh, the bubbles keep knocking me down.
Well,
I don't
now,
have any strength. I'm like those places down on the Sunset. The joint closes at 10 o'clock.
well, now, you just sit back and relax. Now, close your eyes, George.
All right.
I said close your eyes.
Oh, ain't they closed?
No.
Oh.
You know, lately, nothing of his works.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, you shouldn't say things like that. I'm at the age where I pick things up.
Okay, George.
Huh.
Surprise!
Good heavens, a fire! Somebody call Smokey the Bear.
No, George! No, George! Blow out the candle.
Oh, blow 'em out. Blow 'em out? That many? You should have given me a 6 months notice.
Now, wait a minute, George. That's our golden wedding cake.
Golden?
The icing is made of geritol.
Well, if I'm going to blow it out, you should have told me a long time ago. It's going to take me about 6 months to get up enough breath. Well, here you go. I'll try it from the other direction and fall on it. Yeah.
No. Now, George, turn around and blow. Come on now,
All
you
right.
can do it.
Oh, I blew out my fall seed.
Good night.
Lovely to see you all. Well, George, they're all gone now.
No, my teeth have been gone for years. It's the gums that are starting to wave bye-bye now.
I meant the guests, George. They wanted to leave us alone.
Oh, that, all right.
George, remember our wedding ceremony 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Let's relive that day.
All right, let's do everything we did on our wedding day, huh?
Uh-huh.
Only this time, could I go into the other room and cry?
So that's how it might be when we get to be married 50 years, George.
Well, look at the bright side of it, Clara. Maybe we won't live that long. I gotta lock the door. Come with me.
George, you know we ought to enjoy life now while we're young. Let's dance the anniversary waltz now.
All right, we'll dance while we're young and full of energy.
Oh, good, George.
spoons, and folks, that young fella tells me he learned that while he was in stir. Our next contestant, please. Well, what do we have here?
Mr. Mack, I am Cuckoo the Bird Girl.
What do you do?
Oh, what do you got in mind?
I want to tell you, with you, nothing.
I do, there's a little breezy-weezy under my toot-toot. I do bird calls while I dance the ballet. The ballet. I'm an old ballet dancer.
You are.
At times, I ache to go back with the big ballets. It's sort of a ballet ache.
Suppose you give us an idea of some of these bird calls.
Bird calls. Mm-hmm. All right. The owl. Now, here's the same bird that lives in Peyton Place. That's it. See? He keeps his mouth shut because he knows who.
Oh, he... I think, though, it would be nice if you gave us a bird call with a little more sound to it.
More sound?
Yes.
Well, I'll give you one with a lot of action.
Okay.
First, a duck. Would you like to hear another bird?
Yes, I'd like to hear any bird. Yes, yes.
You're proud of that, ain't you? If you want to use any of these things, Mr. Mack, on your own show, you can.
I haven't saved that much money.
Here's one. The butler did it. The butler did it. The butler did it. The butler did it.
Wait, what kind of a bird is that?
That's a stool pigeon. Yeah, I'm trying to get enough money to go to Europe, you know.
Well, you know, the way things are going, I think I'll contribute to that. Oh, come on, I want to hear one bird call.
All right, a bird call.
Wait. What bird is that?
Well, that's not a bird. I just happened to see the reflection of me in the lens, and I just love me.
Well, let's get on with this act. I know that you have a great interest in birds, and it takes knowledge to do it. I'm interested in how you got started. How'd you learn to do this?
Well, I'll tell you. I learned to imitate birds by putting the sounds and words together. Now, here's one. Listen to this one. This is the bobolink. See, he says bobolink, bobolink, spink, spank, spink.
Bobolink?
Stinks.
I think I could do that. Bobolink, bobolink, spink, spank, spink.
Oh, that's very good. 2 more rehearsals. We'll have to put a newspaper under you. Tell me, do you think you could use me on your regular show?
No, I could not. As a matter of fact, if anybody imitates you, I can't use them either. Let's take a look at this act. I have a list down here.
Fiend!
I'd like to get you started on this act before you fly south for the winter. On your list, you say you start with a chickadee.
A chickadee. This is a chickadee. Don't laugh. You may have kids turn out to be idiots, too. Oh. Did you ever see a chickadee with a hernia?
I think I hurt myself, too.
My next is the mating call of a yellow canary. He's not all canary. His mating call, see? The mating call of the yellow-throated canary. Hey, you know that was an old army bird. He just laid a powdered egg.
I want to thank you very much. That's about...
Well, no, I have some more to do. Just one more.
That's what you think.
No, I have more bird imitations.
You want to bet?
Look,
fellas.
No, you can't do this to me. I'm a star. I'm a star. You can't do this. You get out of here. My next imitation will be the here. Now, you get away from that thing. No. You get away from here with that thing. Get out of here. Get out.
Go on. Get out. What are you doing? I better get a ride while I got a chance.
Goodbye, Mr. Mack. And now I will do my last thing. Don't you dare. You touch me, and the Audubon Society will hear about this. The Audubon Society.
And now the silent spot. Red Skelton in the Lost Airplane.
Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors, may I say how proud they are to tell you of our products. And along with our staff, may I say, if during this past hour we've brought you but 1 second of happiness, then we're proud too. So until next week, we'll say good night for now, and may God bless. Good night. Thank you.
We would love to pretend that this isn't the end of the things we had in store. But alas and alack, they won't let us come back till it's Tuesday night once more. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
Puppeteer Bob Baker. Portions of the musical numbers were pre-recorded. This is Art Gilmore speaking.